For the past 15 years, your entire digital life has been trapped behind a 6-inch pane of glass. To do anything, you have to play by the phone's rules. Tap an app, pull up a digital keyboard, and manually type out your intentions. We've spent a decade and a half translating human thoughts into the rigid logic of menus and buttons. Now, incredibly powerful generative AI models are being squeezed into that exact same framework. When you want to use a model like ChatGPT on your phone, you still have to unlock the device, open a specific application, and type out a prompt, treating a highly advanced reasoning engine like just another search bar. But artificial intelligence excels at conversation and context. It processes fluid language and real-world nuance. Forcing it to wait for you to type on a glass screen creates a massive bottleneck, turning what should be a seamless interaction into a tedious chore. The software has officially outpaced the hardware. The models we have today are too intelligent and too capable to remain confined to a rectangle in your pocket. To use them properly, the interface has to disappear. Behind closed doors, the world's largest technology companies have realized this bottleneck. They are currently locked in a highly secretive, multi-billion-dollar race to engineer the devices that will eventually replace the smartphone. Leading this push is OpenAI. According to multiple industry leaks, the company is actively developing a first-of-its-kind physical device designed specifically to bring their generative models out of the cloud and into the physical world. They aren't the only ones. Hardware titans like Apple, Google, and Samsung, alongside Elon Musk's xAI, are aggressively accelerating their own secret projects, targeting 2026 as the launch window for these next-generation machines. The shared objective among all these competitors is to build a piece of hardware that completely eliminates the need for a traditional display. They want to remove the screen, the buttons, and the app icons. The ultimate goal is to create technology that acts as an invisible, ever-present companion. Instead of a tool you actively pull out and look at, these companies are building intelligence that literally lives alongside you. OpenAI's rumored hardware project, internally codenamed Atlas, offers a glimpse into this screenless future. Leaks describe it as a compact, wearable, or pocket-sized cube. It lacks a classic display, has no buttons, and operates entirely through voice, gestures, and environmental context. To ensure this radical design works, OpenAI enlisted Jony Ive. As the legendary designer who shaped the look of the original iPhone and iPad, his involvement signals a serious, high-stakes attempt to completely rethink consumer electronics. Apple is reportedly responding with a project dubbed the Apple Cube. Prototypes are described as small, transparent devices meant for the home, using a softly pulsing internal light to signal when the AI is processing requests or managing your smart appliances. Samsung is working on a similar concept under the working title Samsung Sphere. This compact gadget focuses on voice and visual projections, actively moving away from the flat slab of glass that has defined the Galaxy line for years. Across the board, the industry is adopting a single, unified hardware philosophy. The physical device is no longer the star of the show. The goal is to make the hardware fade entirely into the background. This raises an obvious engineering problem. If a device has no keyboard, no screen, and no app grid, how do you actually control it? The answer lies in something called contextual interaction. According to leaked specifications from companies like Xiaomi and Apple, these new devices won't wait for your manual input. They will actively monitor their surroundings. This diagram illustrates how that works. An array of highly sensitive microphones, cameras, and sensors constantly pull in data. They track the direction of your voice, ambient temperature, lighting, and physical movement, feeding invisible vectors into a central AI node. By continuously ingesting this data, the system builds a real-time understanding of what you are doing. This allows the AI to proactively anticipate your needs. Instead of you asking the device to turn down the lights and start a playlist when you sit on the couch, the system observes your behavior and triggers the environment for you automatically. The dynamic between human and computer is reversing. You no longer need to prompt the machine. The machine observes your reality, processes the context, and prompts you. To process all that environmental data without lag, these devices rely on a hybrid computing architecture. This diagram shows how it operates. On one side, we have local compute. Specially optimized local inference chips, similar to Apple Silicon, handle private, immediate tasks directly on the hardware. Local inference refers to running AI models right on the device itself, ensuring high speed and lockdown privacy. On the other side is the cloud infrastructure. When a request requires heavy content generation or deep behavioral analysis, the local chip queries the massive servers over a seamless feedback loop. The device stays incredibly fast, while drawing on immense computing power only when absolutely necessary. Elon Musk's xAI is building a specific advantage in this hybrid ecosystem. Because their Grok model is deeply integrated with the social platform X, it has direct access to a massive stream of real-time human data. This gives their potential devices an immediate, up-to-the-second awareness of global events. By splitting the processing between local hardware and powerful cloud servers, these companies have solved the latency issue. This hybrid compute model provides the exact engineering foundation needed to deliver an unbroken stream of highly responsive intelligence. Today, organizing your day means bouncing between fragmented apps, one for your calendar, another for weather, a third for messaging, and a fourth for navigation. Tomorrow, that fragmentation vanishes, replaced by a singular, continuous digital agent that handles all of it. This intelligence will not be tied to a single piece of hardware. The same exact AI instance will follow you from the transparent cube in your living room, to the audio system in your car, to the wearable sensor on your jacket, maintaining perfect synchronization and context throughout your day. As it follows you, it undergoes deep personalization. The system learns your specific daily schedule, your unique communication style, your professional goals, and even your habits. The more you interact with it, the more precise its decision-making becomes. We are migrating away from a model where we passively operate digital tools. We are moving toward a reality where we actively partner with digital extensions of our own personalities. The financial stakes for this hardware transition are staggering. Analysts from Morgan Stanley and ARK Invest project that if this new category of personal AI devices takes hold, it will create a market shift exceeding $1 trillion over the next decade. This direct, AI-first interface poses a severe threat to the current technological order. If a digital assistant can seamlessly book a flight, order groceries, and manage your schedule in the background, the entire multi-billion-dollar app economy and the traditional hardware empires built by Apple and Samsung to support it could become obsolete. This is not a distant, theoretical future. With Apple, Google, OpenAI, and Samsung aggressively testing prototypes, industry insiders point to 2026 as the absolute tipping point when these devices will flood the mass market. For a decade and a half, human attention has been pointed downward, locked onto glowing rectangles. The technology that replaces those rectangles will finally look back at us, understand our environment, and engage with us on our own terms.